Rochester Lourdes Eagles.
Sophomore forward, number 3, Sandra Kraling. Freshman forward, number 4, Delaney Fleming. Junior forward, number 6, Carmen Erickson. Senior defenseman, number 8, Allison Smith. 7th grade freshman, number 9, Sawyer Fleming. Senior defenseman, number 16, Kylie Hildebrand. Senior forward, number 20, Kylie Furness. Junior defenseman, number 21, Autumn Arcan. Senior forward, number 22, Isabel Hine. Sophomore forward, number 23, Lizzie Pike. 8th grade defenseman, number 24, Layla Rippentrop. And 8th grade goalie, number 30, Kylie Buer. And your starting lineup for the Lourdes. Junior defenseman, number 13, Maggie Hansel. Junior defenseman, number 17, Paige Gallagher. Senior forward, number 7, Emma Schmitz. Senior forward, number 10, Sarah Dravis. Junior forward, number 19, Andy Wick. And in goal, senior number 35, Corinne Hansen. The Lourdes are coached by assistant coach Matt Hetzel and head coach Jeff True. And now for the home team, the Eagan Wildcats. Junior goaltender number 1, Olivia Kalunski. Junior forward number 2, Cora Hall. Freshman defenseman number 3, Nora Drugi. Sophomore forward number 8, Catalina Decker. Sophomore defenseman number 11, Maria Cooper. Senior defenseman number 12, Cindy Coleman. Senior forward number 14, Kylie Marsh. Sophomore defenseman number 16, Cecilia Berger. Senior forward number 19, Savannah McKinnon. Sophomore forward number 21, Lee Showgirl. Senior defenseman number 26, Mallory Stiff. Freshman forward number 34, Michaela McGowan. And now for your starters. Senior defenseman number 23, Jenna Schreiber. Senior defenseman number 27, Mandy Claxton. Junior forward number 4, Emily Cronkite. Senior forward number 6, Julia Barger. Senior forward number 10, Jenna Reese. And in goal, senior number 31, Ruba Seeger. The Wildcats are coached by assistant coaches Mark Ballman, Molly Sparks, and Jeff Coleman, and head coach Dan Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and honor our country while playing of the national anthem.
All right, welcome to the South St. Paul Christmas Tournament. First quarterfinal game between the Rochester Lourdes Eagles and the Eagan Wildcats. Set to get live from South St. Paul, set to get underway. Of course, a rematch of the game from Saturday that the Wildcats won 6-1. And you saw the starting lineups in goal for the Wildcats, Ruby Seeger. And for the Eagles, Corin Hansen in goal. I'm here with the Rochester Lourdes managers. They're going to keep me updated on the team. I understand Santa was good to the Rochester folks over the weekend, so they're in a good mood. So we're set to get underway. Sarah Dravies on the face-off for the Eagles, and Jenna Rees for the Wildcats, a pair of number 10s at center ice. And we're underway from South St. Paul. Schreiber to Platson, head man to Rees into the Lourdes zone. Pressure by Cronkite here in the corner with it. To the point, Platson steps up with poke pass her stick, and back come the Eagles across the line, guarded by Schreiber to the net and wide. Barger plays it around for Platson. And now it's Schreiber in the corner. Barger one to touch pass for Rees in the neutral zone, but the Eagles get it and shot deep by Wick for the Eagles. So now it's Platson. Outlet pass good, right on the tape for Barger. She gains the red line and goes off for a line change. Eagles regroup in their own zone as the puck comes around to the blue line. Played ahead off a Cooper stick. Now right in front of the Wildcat bench comes to Marsh, but it's broken up. And there's a whistle here. We got to believe the puck might have went in the Wildcat bench. Face off, 52 seconds into the game, no score. McKinnon now on the draw for the Wildcats. Hang on, we got a Fleming for the Eagles on this face-off against McKinnon. And controlled by the Eagles into the Wildcat zone. Drugi plays it around for Coleman, and now Cooper with it. Played ahead into the neutral zone off of Marsh's stick, but she got a piece of it, so there'll be no icing. And Hansen steers it to the corner. But now is Lourdes. Smith with it behind the net off her stick. She gets it back, and now played behind the net. Hildenbrandt plays it ahead, but Marsh breaks that up. To the line, but not out. Drugi's shot hits traffic. Drugi again, cross ice for Coleman. Wrist shot, deflected, won't go. Play to the point. Drugi again off her stick. And the Wildcats are forced to regroup in their own zone. Covered by Seeger. She'll hold for a face-off. Minute 45 into the game, no score from South St. Paul. Face off to the right of Seeger. And off the draw, controlled by the Eagles in the corner. Guarded by Platson for the Wildcats. Lourdes with it though. At the point now. Shot to the net. Pad saved by Seeger. And played behind the net. Lourdes with it. Looking to center. They do. And one save by Seeger. Two saves, and she holds for a face-off. Good pressure by the Eagles there. First good scoring chance of the game goes to Rochester. Face-off now. Still in the Wildcat zone to the left of Seeger. And it's Schreiber with it. Around the boards for Platson, looking to break it out. That won't go. Lourdes with it on the turnover. But it comes back to Eagan. Not for long though. Lourdes with it. Played up on the half wall. Lourdes plays it to the corner. Centering pass off a Seeger stick, loose in the slot, and a big save there by Ruby Seeger. Good scoring chance for the Lourdes Eagles. Turned over, backhand shot, pitchforked over the net. Wildcats bottle up here in their own zone. They can't get it out. Played behind the net. Now this is Schreiber with it. For Schulberl. Good move to get around one player by Schulberl, but no. Lourdes gets it back. Broken up there. Platson battling in the corner. Now with Decker. Pressured by the Eagles. This is going to be played up by Schulberl. Good outlet pass by Schulberl for Hall across the line. On goal. And Hansen the save. Steered into the corner. And the Eagles break it out, but no. Broken up by Hansen. They get it back and play it into the Wildcat zone. Berger ahead for Rees across the line. Rees high slot. Shot blocked. Loose in the slot. Now played to the corner. Cronkite, centering pass broken up. Still loose and covered by Hansen for a faceoff. No score with 13:37 left to go in the first period. Shout out to Selton St. Paul native Roger Stiff, who's unable to make it to his hometown tonight. Hope you're watching. Of course, Roger Stiff, a South St. Paul legend. Coleman's shot, glove there by Hansen, just going wide. We'll do it again. Brennan Reeves on the draw for the Wildcats. Can't see the Rochester player. Oh. It's Fleming for the Eagles, but she gets the boot on the face-off circle. One to the point. This is Coleman. Play to the half wall for Barger. Now Rees with it. Rees behind the net. Play to the point for Berger. Off the stick, and the Lourdes Eagles have it. Behind their own net. And played around. No. Reversing. Eagles looking to break out. They've had two good scoring chances this game. But it's turned over. Jenna Rees with it now for the Wildcats. Play to the point. Berger steps up to keep it in on the half wall. Battling, it's Hildebrand for the Eagles. Gets it out, but played right back in by Coleman. This is Smith. Played ahead, down the ice to the red line, but played back in. Smith for the Eagles. Turned over, Marsh's shot blocked by the Eagles, and a good block there by Hildebrand. Took one for the team for sure. And now Cooper with it. Cooper at the dot. Her shot is blocked as well. Pressured by the Wildcats now in this scoreless game. Eagles break it out. Possible 2-on-1. Good back check there. That's Schreiber actually on defense. And now Platson with it. Gets it out of the zone. Right back in. Played ahead off of Cooper's stick. Played into the Lourdes zone. McKinnon forechecking for the Wildcats. Bouncing puck behind the net. Platson with it. Centering pass. Great save there by Hansen on a good scoring chance for McKinnon. Now played to the corner. Mallory Stiff. Pressure by Stiff to the half wall. Played up and out of the zone. Right in front of the Rochester bench. Shots 4-2 in favor of the Wildcats, but the two shots Lourdes had were great scoring chances. Played into the zone now. Wildcats with pressure. This is Jenna Rees to the net. She's taken out. And play goes on. Eagles with it. At the point, this is Schreiber off of her skate. She got to hurry to get back. Lourdes has it with speed across the line. Into the zone. And it's going to be a save there by Seeger. Great scoring chance again for Allison Smith of Rochester. Face off to Seeger's left. Dravy's on the draw against Rees. The starting lineups back out for both teams, at least at forward. Dravy's in the corner, but it comes to Coleman for the Wildcats. Played around for McGowan on the half wall. And out of the blue line, and out. Way back in. By the Wildcats for a line change. Regrouping in their own zone, it's Lourdes. Pressure though by Eagan. That's Decker, or Hall rather, in the corner. Played around, kept in by Coleman. Now behind the net. And played out by the Eagles. Call for Coleman. Played ahead. Into the zone. Played back out to the line, and yes, out come the Eagles. This is Fleming across the line. Fleming's shot blocked by Coleman and played into the corner. Played around by the Wildcats. No score here. We're 7 minutes into the first period. At the half wall, kept in by Lourdes, wide of the net. Now played out by Schulbrook down the ice. They're waving off icing. It's not going to go far enough. And the Eagles regroup in their own zone. Turned over, centering pass. Great play by Decker. Now Cronkite's shot just missing. Good work by the Wildcat forechecker. Schreiber plays it now behind the net. Cronkite working. Turned over here. This is going to be Rees. Bad angle. Knocked off her stick by Hansel. And Hansel plays it to the line. We got a whistle. And a hand pass, I believe, is the call. So face off in the Lourdes zone. 9.5 to go in a scoreless first period. Face off to the left of Hansen. It's going to be Jenna Rees on the draw against Sarah Dravies. And Rees wins it to the point for Schreiber, who plays it to the corner. Now behind the net, Rees with it. With Cronkite for Eagan, looking to set up here. 5-on-5, Platson on the half wall. Now in the corner, comes to Cronkite. Back and forth, we got a penalty here and a whistle, and a penalty is coming up on the Lourdes Eagles. It's a checking penalty. And a power play, first one of the game, goes to the Wildcats. Checking penalty on Emma Schmitz. A correction, not Emma Schmitz. Sarah Dravies gets the gate for checking. Power play for the Wildcats. Off the draw, Rees controls on goal and held by Hansen. That took, well, no timer off the clock. Not sure if they caught that, but that took about 3 seconds. And no time ran off. We'll redo it again in the Lourdes zone. At the point, Cronkite. Clock running now for Platson. Half wall. Good play there by Lourdes to get out of the zone and down the ice. Platson leaves it for Cronkite on the Wildcat power play. Cronkite at the blue line, now red line. Weaving through traffic, Emily Cronkite. Wide of the net. Centering pass won't go, and it comes back out of the zone. A good play by the Lourdes Eagles there. Platson for Rees across the line. And she waits to set up. Barger high slot, shot blocked. And a good block there by Smith. At the point, Platson. Rees' shot, good block again, and the Lourdes Eagles get it and ice it. Still 1:03 to go in the Wildcat power play. Cronkite again with speed. Into the zone is Emily Cronkite. Now behind the net, Kronk with it. To the point for Platson. Return pass for Cronkite. And again, Platson. Slap shot won't go. Oh, it does get on goal. And Cooper gets the rebound. And she scores. Maria Cooper on the shot from Platson. As Kronk says, the changeup. And the Wildcats strike first in the power play to make it 1-0. Back at center ice, 7:50 to go in the first period. Platson plays it into the Lourdes or Wildcat zone. Marsh on the half wall. Her pass won't go. She tries again, hits the referee. Kept in by Lourdes. And played back. This will be icing. Platson, or Coleman rather, great idea looking for McKinnon. Just out of her reach. But a very good idea.
Platson.
We're back into the
For Emily
Cronkite with the second assist on the Wildcat goal. Cooper from Platson and Cronkite on the power play. 7.5 to go in the first period. Fleming on the face-off against McKinnon. Play in the corner, Lourdes with it behind the net. Now Coleman. Back and forth. In the Wildcat zone, Coleman has it. Played to the half wall. Chipped ahead, but kept in by the Eagles. Coleman again. Looking for Marsh, just out of her reach. Now right in front of the Wildcat bench and played into the Eagan zone. Good pressure by. And there'll be a tripping penalty here. Offensive zone penalty on Delaney Fleming. Tripping is the call. You don't want those if you're a coach. And the Wildcat power play goes back to work with one already. Shot 6. Off the draw. On the power play, Wildcats with it. Cronkite at the blue line. Fleming with the penalty for tripping. Now it's Platson. Into the zone. Rees with it. At Platson at the point. Slap shot. Hits traffic again. Loose. Still loose. Cooper Hapkin away and whistle goes. As Hansen, I don't know how she saw that puck, but she made a couple of saves to keep it 1-0. Still 1.5 to go in the Wildcat power play. Off the draw, controlled by the Wildcats, but turned over. And Cronkite regroups at the red line. Now Jenna Rees with it. Rees into the zone is Rees, still with it. Has it behind the net. To the point for Platson. Rees again. Rees with it, high slot, slap shot. Bad save by Hansen, a nice save there. Steers it to the corner. This is Rees with it now. Power play for the Wildcats, a minute to go. Return pass to Rees. Now Platson, no, it's Cronkite. Hop. Cross ice, oh, one-timer by Rees won't go. At the point, Platson. Platson walks it. Slap shot, blocked. Nice block there. By Hansel. Going for the team again. Half minute to go in the power play. Across the line is Eagan. Bad angle shot. Goes wide. Now Cooper on the half wall for Eagan. And to help out is Barger at the point. Cronkite. Cross ice. Platson tees it up. Her shot. And Hansen got a piece of that. 12 seconds from the power play. Cooper behind the net. Cooper still with it. And it comes out of the zone. And that'll do it. As the Eagles kill off the second penalty of the game. Still 1-0 as Stiff gets into the zone. Lourdes regrouping behind their own net. Played to the half wall, Fleming out of the zone. Played back in by the Wildcats Coleman. Lourdes looking to break it out. And they do. Fleming was there. But played back in by the Wildcats. Hansel with it. Outlet pass off a stick. And it comes to Eagan. Uh-oh, turned over. Chance here for Lourdes, and Coleman breaks that up. Played back in by the Eagles. Dangerous there. Down to 4:15 to go in the first period. Coleman behind the net. For Eagan. For Schoborough. Carries it out of the zone and played ahead. Good outlet pass there. Hall plays it to the other corner, and Lourdes has it. On the half wall. Kept in by Coleman. Slap shot. Save there by Hansen, forcing the face-off. 3:48 to go in the first period. Lone goal of the game so far by Maria Cooper on the power play. Face off to Hansen's right. Face off win for the Wildcats. Now played behind the net. Cooper centers. Nobody home except Rochester. And back come the Eagles into the zone. Good work by Carly Marsh to back check there. And Marsh steals the puck. Carly Marsh, a great play. And played to the line for Cooper. Cooper across the line. Her shot gets through. Hansen the save. Now played behind the net. Cladson steps up to keep it in for now, and it does come out. Cooper at center ice. So with this Cooper, she plays it to the Rochester blue line, but Lourdes gets it off a skate, and McKinnon now with it. Played ahead. There's too many players. That's a sixth player. They won't call it. Play goes on. On a bad change there. Centered. Oh, we got a whistle now. And it's going to be an interference penalty on Emily Cronkite. So the Rochester Lourdes Eagles will have their first power play of the game. With 2:52 to go in the first period. Shots on the scoreboard, 13-4 in favor of Eagan. Well, it's only 1-0. Off the draw, controlled by the Eagles. Hansel with it at the point now for Schmitz. Schmitz top of the circle, played down low. Schmitz gets it back. Oh, out of the reach of Hansel. Good pressure here by Rees. And the Wildcats have it. It's across the line. Oh, taken away by Barger. And she gets it into the Rochester zone. Lourdes regrouping. Played ahead to the line, and Schreiber has it up the boards and down the ice. Hansel with it for the Eagles. Played ahead. Now at the blue line, it's going to be Lourdes into the zone. Drop pass by Smith. Smith has it back. Loose puck comes to the Eagles. Shot by Hansel. Glove saved by Seeger. Rebound. Play to the point, but not out. And now Rees gets it down the ice. McKinnon there first, so she gets it. Savannah McKinnon shorthanded with 48 seconds left in the Lourdes power play. 1 against 2. Look at the work of Savannah McKinnon. 1 against 2, buy-in time. And now Marsh in to help out. She takes the puck. Carly Marsh to the net. And a bad angle shot, shorthanded. Won't go. And back come the Eagles. And they ice it. The Lourdes Eagles ice it on the power play. 29 seconds left in the Eagle power play, but the faceoff will be in their own zone.
Keys were turned in.
Go. Fleming on the draw against McKinnon in the Rochester zone. Face-off one from McKinnon. Schreiber plays it to the corner. Now McKinnon. 1 against 2. McKinnon buying time. But the Eagles have it, and they play it out of the zone. Played ahead to the blue line. Coleman there. Plays it ahead. Played back in. And Coleman rifles it down the ice. That might about do it. 8 seconds left. And McKinnon gets there first. Short-handed. Lourdes gets it back. Final minute of the first period as it comes to Schreiber off her stick. Back to 5-on-5, and Coleman has it up the boards, and Carly Marsh with it across the line. She's got Cronkite. Marsh shot. Hansen the save, and no rebound. Nice save there with no rebound. 42 seconds left in the first period. 1-0 Eagan. Dravies on the draw against Rees. Dravies has it in the corner. Played ahead to the line, and it'll be carried out by the Eagles. This is Schmitz into the zone. Through one player, Schmitz shot to go. with 26 seconds left in the first period. The Eagles have tied it. Emma Schmitz makes it 1-1. And the Rochester manager is very happy here next to me. As they should be, and a nice play by Emma Schmitz to tie the game. Coleman for Berger.
Scoring for the Lourdes at 7:34 the first period. Number 7, Emma
Lourdes with momentum now. We'll get the announcement.
Number 17, Paige Gallagher.
Gallagher
Sarah Travis.
and Draby's on the assists.
That's Schmitz.
And it's 1-1.
Travis.
Coleman with 3 seconds left plays it to the line and out of the zone. That'll do it as the first period comes to an end. As the Eagles strike late to make it 1-1. And we'll see in about 10 minutes for the second period.
right, welcome back to the second period of this 1-1 tie between Rochester Lourdes and Eagan High School. Eagan scored first on a goal by Maria Cooper. Of course, Derek not in the stands today, and Maria scores. That's been the rule of thumb, how it's been going this whole season. Cooper with 6 goals, I believe, and Derek Cooper has seen 0 of them. Scoring, of course, for Rochester with Emma Schmitz. Emma Schmitz, who's been a pain in Eagan's side since she was a U8. She's good for a couple goals a game against Eagan. Let's see what Coach Wilson does this second period. 1-1, Eagan out shooting Rochester 14-6. Coming out now is going to be Emma Schmitz, number 7. Her partner, Sarah Dravis, number 10. And on the right wing is going to be number 19, Abby John Wick 3. In goal, it is number 35, Queen Hansen, the senior, and in goal, Ruby Sager for Eagan. Here's a face-off, and there we go. Won by Jenna Reese, who usually wins the draw, gives it back to Schreiber. Schreiber to Maddie Platson. Platson's pass gets picked off by Schmitz. She fires it down behind Ruby Seeger. Going after is John Wick 3. In the corner now, coming away with it is Abby Julia Barger. She knocks out, and Schmitz just fires it back in. Oh, it hits Dravis. Dravis trips over the blue line, dumps it down deep, and there's Jenna Reese with it. Jenna Reese loses it to Dravis, but it comes away with it again. Here comes Reese up the side. Reese trying to go through 3 Rochester players, and Emma Schmitz tries to knock it down, but Maddie Platson steps up. Platson with assist on the first goal. Goes in the corner. Hansen fires it around to John Wick 3. Abby Wick gives it back to Hansen. Hansen gives it to Dravis. Here comes Emma Schmitz now. Schmitz takes a shot. Blocked in front by Platson. Gives it to Jenna Schreiber. Schreiber behind the net. Jen with the puck. Little pass outlet. Out to Cronkite. Cronkite the pass over to Cooper. Here comes Cooper. Race up the middle. She controls the spinorama. And Hansen makes a save. Cooper gives it back to Schreiber. Schreiber's shot. Oh, it's deflected wide by Hansen. Comes out front. Hansen's got to make the save again. There's Reese now. Reese gives it back to Coleman. Coleman's got both grandparents watching the game in Bloomington. Behind the net. To Hansen. Hansen up to Smith. Smith tape to tape. Oh, and that could be tripping on. It's gonna go. Carly Marsh got tangled up.
At this time, the commotion class would like to
Fleming's got tangled up in
Town Square Television.
Marsh's stick, and Carly Marsh is gonna go into the sin bin. 15:20 left the second period. Taking the draw. Smith taking the draw, going against McKinnon. McKinnon loses the puck. There's Hansel. Hansel down low to Schmitz. There's Emma Schmitz. Schmitz back to Hansel. Back to Schmitz. They're working it down deep. Hansel, a lot of pressure up front, goes wide. Nordrugi gets a pass up. Oh, and Cooper had a chance and lost it. Going after is Coleman. Coleman battling away with it. And Coleman goes behind the net. Going after is Nordrugi. Drugi tries to clear the zone. Picked off by Hansel. Hansel over to Emma Schmitz. Back to Hansel. Hansel, a lot of traffic in front. Oh, and Sager with the save. A lot of traffic out front. There's Nordrugi. And she just clears the puck. Going behind that is Hansel now. Hansel up to Schmitz. Oh, and Cooper knocks the puck in the corner. Hansel again holding on to it. A little flipper. That's a hand pass. Oh, they wave off the hand pass. Here comes Emma Schmitz now. Schmitz got 1 goal. Schmitz goes down deep. Still controlling behind the net. Hansel the shot. And Ruby City, the puck's laying there. Dravis comes away with it. Dravis throws it right to McKinnon. McKinnon flips it out. Wick fires it back in. A lot of traffic in front. She controls. Comes across the blue line. Oh, a little saucer pass. Out front, Dravis throws in the corner. Hanging on to it. She gives it to Schmitz. Schmitz back to Dravis. Back to Schmitz. to Hansel. Deflected. Coleman hops in there. And there's McKinnon with it. McKinnon loses it to Coleman. Oh, didn't clear the zone. It's not great back down behind the net. There's Coleman. She's got time. Coleman fires it down. She's got Jenna Reese now. And Reese fires around Hansen. That should do it for the power play. Eagan at full strength. Carly Marsh back in action. Coming up with his Wick. Wick fires. That should be icing. And it's called. A nice call by Steve Cronkite. Helping out the referees on the play. 13-10 left in the second period. The draw will come to the right of Corinne Hansen. There's Davis out there again. Reese wins the draw to Schreiber. Schreiber sends it behind the net. There's Timmer with it. Gives up to Wick. Reese gives it back to Platson. Platson shot. Hansen uses her stick right there. Knob her stick. And Platson just fires it back behind the net. With it is Gallagher. Gallagher, what she calls her stick, the sledge-o-matic. Schreiber just fires it right back around. There's Gallagher again with it. Gallagher loses it to Cronkite. There's Cronkite behind the net. Cronkite's got 3 players on her. Kraling gets it back to Platson. Platson, the one-timer, goes up over the net. Schreiber pinches, keeps it in behind the net. There's Cronkite. Cronkite on 2 players. She gets pulled down. And there's going to be another penalty. Gallagher is going to go at 12-17 for hooking. Oh, she's going to be trippy. Regardless, she's in the sin bin for 2 minutes. Face-off's going to come to the right of Corinne Hansen. Taking the draw, it's going to be Davis. Davis is out there, of course. With Heim is out there, too. And Hansen. Here's taking the draw. It's McKinnon. McKinnon wins the draw to Coleman. Coleman gives it down deep. To Marsh, laying out front, a lot of traffic. McKinnon just misses. Marsh battles, gets it to McKinnon. McKinnon throws it out front, is right on Stiff's stick, just missed it. Schreiber gives it back to Stiff. Stiff behind the net to McKinnon. McKinnon loses it. This puck's cleared. Kept in by Coleman using those soccer skills. Gives it to Marsh. Marsh behind the net to McKinnon. McKinnon throws it out front. Nobody home. And Hansel clears the zone. Going behind is Coleman. Here comes Coleman. Coleman moving up. Coleman around 1 player. Here comes Coleman now, digging down deep. She goes behind the blue line. Coleman controls. Still holding on to it. Coleman out to Schreiber. Schreiber back to Coleman. Coleman behind her back to McKinnon. McKinnon behind the net. McKinnon out front. Oh, there was Marsh scored! McKinnon's pass to Marsh, and Carly Marsh buries it. A power play goal for Eagan. And Eagan goes back up 2-1 with 11:18 left in the second period. Nice job there by Coleman to get the puck down deep. A little behind the back to McKinnon. McKinnon throws it out front to Marsh, and Carly Marsh buries it. Taking the draw now. It's Catalina Decker who wins the draw. Seems to win it every time. Gets it over to her shoulder. To Catalina Decker. Oh, Decker just misses. Decker doing a great job before checking. Picking off this Schroebel. Schroebel knocks on it. Going after his Decker.
I have my phone here too, right? My other phone.
Is it connected?
It looks like it, yeah.
Let's see. How come
It's working.
Hey, welcome back for the second period. We had some technical difficulties. Lourdes has tied the game at 2-2. Whoa. Abby Wick getting the power play goal. And here comes number 10. Here's that Emma Schmitz again. She's pulled down. The shot, a big save. Another chance for Rochester. Going off is going to be Nora Jugi. All of a sudden, it's a 2-2 game, and Rochester goes on the power play. Eagan scored earlier in the period, Carly Marsh, to make it a 2-1 game, and then Rochester's coming back with Wick scoring, and now Rochester on the power play again. Wick's getting tossed, no mouth guard. Has to go to the locker room to get her mouth guard. Taking the draw is going to be number 10, Dravis. Dravis wins the draw. Gives it to Wick. Nora Jugi got called for tripping. 5:42 left in the second period. It's still 2-2. Behind that is Dravis. Dravis to Emma Schmitz. Schmitz at the Hansel. Hansel's a lot of traffic out front. The puck lane out front. It's act once, act twice. Just laying there. And Cronkite comes away with it. Cronkite tries to go zone. Hansel keeps it in for Rochester. Hansel over to Schmitz, who's been a pain in the side of Eagan. Oh, the shot gets through Ruby Seeger. And luckily it went to the side. Schreiber controls, and Jenna Schreiber rifles it down to the right of Karina Hansen. Nice job before checking by Barger. Julia holding on to it. She's got 3 players on it. John Wick 3. Rochester comes with it. Wicks pass over to Schmitz. Schmitz fires it behind the net. Going after it is Schreiber. Schreiber clears the zone. Hansel holding on to it. Hansel over to Abby Wick. Wick, who's got the second goal, leaves it for Dravis. Dravis behind the net. Over to Schmitz. Back to Hansen. Hansen fakes it. Gives it back to Schmitz. They're looking for the back door. Down low to Dravis. They give and go. Just a little off. Back to Hansel. Hansel. A lot of traffic going on front. A deflection there. Just goes wide. And Emily Cronkite fires it down. Hansen has to make the save. Still a few ticks left on Nora Jugi's penalty. Schmitz, that should be icing, and the ref waves it off. The linesman waved it off. The head referee saw the mistake made and is going to call icing. It'll come to the left of Karina Hansen. Taking the draw, it's going to be McKinnon and Carly Marks, who's got the second goal. Rochester wins the draw. Coming up is Wick. Here comes Drugi. Drugi tries to get to McKinnon. Just a little too far. Marsh just knocks it down deep. There's Hansen. Hansen up to Wick. Coming with it. It's a one-on-one, a 2-on-1. Now there's the shot. It hits Sear in the helmet, the mask. A lot of traffic out front. The puck's laying there. No goal. Oh, the net got moved. A lot of traffic out front. A couple of golden opportunities for Fleming. They're going to rule the net was off. And the face-off will come to the left of Ruby Seeger. Referee's going to explain what happened. Fleming's going to take the draw. The player was in the crease. Fleming in the crease. And Fleming was a draw. Hansen knocks it down deep. Nora Drugi. Drugi over to Coleman. Coleman back to Drugi. Drugi busting out. Gives it up to Marsh. Marsh flips it. And Hansel fires it right back down. Oh, the puck takes a goofy bounce to Coleman. Coleman loses it to Schmitz. In front of the shot. Luckily, there's McKinnon. McKinnon has a little poke check. Oh, and it's controlled out front again. Rochester taking it. Oh, there's a nice slash by Fleming. No call. Marsh fights through it. Carly Marsh's shot just goes wide. Going after is McKinnon. Oh, McKinnon gets rammed from behind. She's down. There's a little stick work going on there. McKinnon's down. No penalties. The puck will come the outside of the blue line. I'm not sure why that call is it. You down in Mexico, you missed a great second period by Catalina Decker. Decker with a couple of golden opportunities and a couple of great defensive plays by Catalina Decker to dwarf Rochester from scoring a goal. Uh-oh, Cronkite slashes, gets away with it. Gallagher's pass gets picked up, stepping up. Is Schreiber. Schreiber gets it down deep to Cronkite. Schreiber's shot gets knocked down, but she controls. And her pass ends up on Maddie Platzen's stick. Platzen, a little behind the path. Oh, this line here of Wick, Schmitz. Get a lot of playing time, a lot of noise going on. But here's a nice pass. Oh, a nice give and go there by Barger. She got it to Cronkite just a little too far. It's going to be icing. The Rochester parents not happy with a couple of calls there, or no calls, I should say. 2 minutes left in the second period. The shots and goal have even up here. It's 18 for Eagan, 17 for Rochester. I'm not sure what the Rochester spread from, but out again, it's the Emma Schmitz line, Drabus and Wick. I think they've played pretty much the whole period. With the puck now, it's Schreiber. Oh, the shot! Barger throws it out front. Cronkite's there, and Emily Cronkite. A lot of traffic in front of Hansen. She never saw it, and Eagan goes back up 3-2. A nice job of forechecking by Julia Barger. Gives the puck to Emily Cronkite, and Cronkite buries it with 1:55 left in the second period, giving Eagan a 3-2 lead. This happened at the end of the first period. Rochester scored a goal at the very end. There's Vanessa now getting a little playing time for Rochester. The draw comes back to Hansen. Hansen's pass just too far. That should be icing. And the ref saw that.
15:05 of the second period. Number 4,
Cronkite gets the goal and assist to Barger. And they give an assist to Jenna Schreiber. Here comes Jenna Reese taking the draw. Reese wins the draw like usual. Gives it back to Schreiber. Schreiber gives back to Reese. There's a shot by Reese, just goes wide. Platten pitches to keep it in. Hansen throws it up front. And Jenna Schreiber. Schreiber gives to Maddie Platten. Platten bringing it down deep around two players. Here goes Platten, race on side. She stops. She goes in the corner. Oh, a nice slash there by Hansen. No call. Coming away with it, it's Wick. And Schreiber just throws it right back in. Uh-oh, a lot of players on the ice. Rochester not happy with that one. 1 minute left in the period. Oh, nice job by Cooper to steal a puck. And there's Wick. Wick throws it up front. Gives it to McKinnon. McKinnon's pass to Coleman. Coleman gives it up to Rochester Lourdes. Wick throws it down deep. They got two Rochester players on there. Coleman poke checks it away. Here comes Cooper. Cooper gets ridden from behind. No call. Puck goes behind the net. Schreiber goes after. Coming away with it. It's Abby. Abby. Oh, that's out. That's out. Good call by the linesman. He saw that one. Smith took it outside the blue line, fired it back in there, and they called offsides with 21.8 seconds left in the second period. Eagan a 3-2 lead. Taking the draw. It's Smith. Winning the draw. It's Reese. Reese gives it back to CC Berger. Berger up to Coleman. Coleman got up to Reese. We got one more chance here. Reese. Oh, and from behind, Hansen stole away for it, but Reese is not to be denied behind the net. Reese tried to leapfrog over Wick. That didn't work. behind the net as a whistle sounds. Eagan up 3-2. Court coming back to third period. Voice of Eagan girls hockey, Rick Schreiber.
go. Welcome back for the third period. 3-2 Wildcats after 2. Shots 19-17 in favor of Eagan. Very good game from South St. Paul in the quarterfinals of this Christmas tournament. Starting lines out there for both teams. Gravies against Rees on the draw, and it's controlled by the Wildcats. Schreiber plays it to Barger, but played back in by the Eagles. Platson behind the net. Plays it up to the corner, but not out. Platson gets it back behind the net. Played ahead on the half wall for Barger. She chips it down the ice. Race to the puck. Jenna Rees gets there first. Good play by Barger. Sending pass for Cronkite just off her stick. Great work there by the first line. Played the neutral zone and played back in by the Wildcats. Behind the net, Hansel with it. Back and forth behind the Lourdes net. Now into the corner, Cooper with a point for Platson. Slap shot, Platson well over the net.
At this time, we'd like to thank a few more of our silver sponsors
into the netting.
for the Proposal Classic Tournament. Road Machinery.
And the face-off will come all the way out of the zone.
Plumbing. Pace Tire and Service Center. State Farm. Chris Kish Agency. Croatian Hall. Tom Van Horn. Attorney at Law.
Fleming on the face-off against McKinnon. And controlled by the Eagles for now, but Drugi gets it at the red line. McKinnon now sweeps it into the zone off a referee. Played on goal, rebound. Comes to the Eagles. At the point, kept in by Coleman. Now Cooper for Marsh. Good idea, but no. Played back in by Coleman. And now it's Lourdes. Fleming tried to get it up, but kept in by the Wildcats. This is Marsh. On goal, McKinnon there. And a good save by Hansen. Cooper cross ice. Oh, through the skates of Drugi. And Drugi regroups in her own zone. Plays it around. Players collide and play goes on. Played out of the zone and down into the neutral zone. Lourdes has it. Van Nurse plays it into the neutral zone. Played back out by Coleman, and this will be icing with 15:05 to go in the third period. Still 3-2 Wildcats. And a face-off, of course, back in the Wildcat zone to the left of Seeger. Benrees on the draw against Burness, and played by the Wildcats. Schreiber around for Stiff. Played to the line, but not out. Played back in by the Eagles. Centering pass won't go. Blocked by Cronkite, or McGowan rather. Now Schreiber plays it for Pladson. Her pass gets through, but comes to Rochester, and back come the Eagles across the line, down by a goal. So now in the corner is Hansel. Off her stick. Pladson there, turned over, centered, broken up by Rees, and she plays it out of the zone, down the ice. Won't be far enough for icing. We're on the 14.5 to go in the third period. Lourdes breaks it out. Good play by Cora Hall to turn it over. Center for Schulbro, bouncing puck Decker now. And it comes to the Eagles. Back they come. Into the zone. High slot shot, and Seeger knocks it to the corner. Played behind the net. This is Schreiber. Up the boards for Schulbro. Good outlet pass there, right on the tape. For Cora Hall into the zone. Hall forced wide. Still with us, Cora Hall, now Decker behind the net as the Wildcats change defenders. At the point, this is going to be Coleman. Plays it to the corner, now behind the net again. On the other side, Lourdes gets there. And played around. Smith played it to the line, but not out. Smith gets it to the line again. Kept in by the Wildcats. And play behind the net. Hildebrandt plays it around for the Lourdes Eagles. This is Hildebrandt with it again. Play to the neutral zone. Coleman there at the red line steps up and gets it to Rees. Rees weaving through traffic, and she'll finally get it deep. Forward checking is going to be Barger. She gets there first in the corner for Cronkite. Centered for Jenna Reese. Shot. Save. Hansen loose in the slot. Still loose. Still loose. Cronkite banging away. And whistle finally goes. Good work by the Wildcat forecheckers there. But Hansen equal to the task and stays 3-2 Eagan.
Shot, Eagan, shot!
Reeves on the draw against Fleming for Rochester and controlled by the Eagles. Played ahead. Chance here for Rochester into the zone. Centered. Chance. One save by Seeger on a shot by Fleming. And the Wildcats break it back out into the zone. Right in front of the Lourdes bench. That's going to be offside here with 12. Played back in to the Lourdes zone. McKinnon there for the Wildcats. Now McGowan. Loose at the side of the net. Poked away by Hansen. McGowan has it. Now McKinnon in the corner. And there for Lourdes is Fleming. She plays it up to the line. Kept in though by Marsh. She's been everywhere today. Played around by Fleming for Lourdes. All that pass broken up at the blue line, but Rochester gets it back. Back checking Plattson's shot. Steering in the corner by Seeger. Now on the other corner. Played it behind the net. This is Platson for Eagan. Her pass hits traffic and it comes to the line, but kept in for now by the Eagles. Played to the dot and Platson calmly plays it for Marsh, who steers it out of the zone off the linesman. Marsh gets it back to the red line. Now at the Lourdes blue line, it comes to Rochester and Pike plays it to the Wildcat blue line. Back and forth in the neutral zone we go. Dangerous there, almost too many players for Eagan. This is going to be offside. Wave it off as the Lourdes Eagles play it out. 11:05 to go in the third period. Platson with it. Platson around one player. Platson at the red line now. She'll get it deep and go off for a line change as the Wildcats change defenders. This is Decker forechecking for Eagan. And Lourdes breaks back the other way into the zone. Centering pass, loose. And a good scoring chance there. On a good pass by Schmitz. Kept in by the Eagles. But the Wildcats have it. Play it to the line and out of the zone. Played back in by the Eagles. They have to touch up. And they do. Schobel leaves it for Coleman. And she chips it up the ice into the Lourdes zone. Rippentrop played ahead, but turned over. This is Schobel back the other way into the zone. She gets it deep. 10:05 to go now in the third period. And the Eagles have it on the half wall. Play to the line, and Drugi plays it back in. It's good at the line now. And Rochester has it. Smith plays it to the half wall. Battle for the puck for Fleming, and she plays it out of the zone. And Drugi has it at the blue line and plays it ahead to Reeves. The Lourdes Eagles get it back. Now, played back into the Lourdes zone. Smith with it for Rochester. Won't go. Good play there by Cronkite to keep it in. Reeves taken down. Play goes on. Lourdes tries the other side. That won't go. Cronkite there again. They get it back, though, and carried out of the zone. Played in on goal on a shot from the blue line, the red line rather.
I'd like to thank just a few more of our silver sponsors. Rick and Tom.
And held by Seeger for a face-off.
And now for our bronze sponsors. Robert's Funeral Home, Integral Honda, Koala Truck Wash,
9:13 left in the third period, still 3-2, Eagan. Schreiber with it. Plays it around, but it comes to the Eagles. Top of the circle shot, hits traffic, rebound is loose in the slot. Scramble for the puck, and it comes to Stiff. Stiff has it, and she carries it out of the zone. At the red line now, Stiff Gets it deep on goal. Steered to the corner by Hansen. Pressure by Stiff. But the Eagles break it out. Played ahead by Hansel. With Platson there. Played back in. So we have delayed offside. The Eagles touch up. Now at the Wildcat blue line. Schobro with it. Played to the corner for a line change. That was Stiff, rather, that got it in. This is Platson now. Slap shot by Platson, and Hansen holds for a face-off. 8.5 to go. Shots 23-20 in favor of Eagan. As we're getting towards the halfway point of this third period. Good game from South St. Paul. Decker on the face-off for the Wildcats. Played to the point for Platson. Cross ice for Schreiber. Wrist shot, hits traffic. And a good deflection there by Schobro, I believe. Just wide of the net. Comes out of the zone. Platson gets to her. Possible 2-on-1. Schreiber back. She takes her player out. And play goes on. Bouncing puck now. And it comes out of the zone. Lourdes with it now at center ice. Played into the Wildcat zone. Platson behind the net. And she takes her player out. We're letting them play here as Dravey says, oh, there is going to be a penalty. The referee way behind the play has called a penalty. I believe on Platson, yep. I believe roughing was the call. We'll get the announcement here. The referee close to the play, let it go. But nonetheless, it's a power play for the Eagles, down 3-2. Lourdes with it. Big face-off win there. Lourdes has it. There's a roughing penalty, but it comes to Eagan here. And Cronkite. Good start to this penalty kill for the Wildcats. Now Cronkite behind the net. Short-handed. Buying some time. Cronkite 1 against 2. But it comes to Lourdes. Played to the neutral zone, and Schreiber slaps it back in. Still 1.5 to go. Plenty of time for Rochester on this power play. As Schmitz carries it across the line. She's got one already. Schmitz with it. Wrap around, nope. To the point instead. Wrist shot, and Seeger. A big glove save by Ruby Seeger. She saw it all the way, and no rebound. 1:16 left in the Eagle power play. Face off to the left of Seeger. And the Eagles have it. Play to the corner. Loose in the Wildcat zone, and it comes to Rees, who gains the blue line now. Short-handed Jenna Rees with it. Behind the net. Rees battling short-handed. Good work by Jenna Rees. And it comes to Schmitz for the Eagles. Weaving through her own zone. 45 seconds of power play. And McKinnon breaks that up, and she gets it deep. Good work by Savannah McKinnon as she forechecks now. 35 seconds of power play left and 6.5 to go in the third period. Lourdes breakout pass. This is going to be wide. There should be icing, and there will be. 28 seconds of power play left for Rochester, and face off to the right of Hansen. Shots 24-21 in favor of Eagan. Still a half minute of power play left for the Lourdes Eagles, but it's the Wildcats with it. Coleman plays it to the corner. Now behind the net, Lourdes, one last chance in the power play. Looking to set it up. Good breakout pass there. As it comes to Heim. Heim shot wide of the net. And Drugi with it, but blocked by the Eagles, but played down the ice. On goal, Hansen leaves it as the power play expires. We're back to 5-on-5 with 5:45 to go in the third period. Very good game here from South St. Paul. That pass misconnects. And McKinnon plays it deep. Now Drugi at the line. He plays it to the corner. Good work by Cooper. Look at the speed of Maria Cooper. Shot to the net. Loose for McKinnon. Oh, just out of her reach. And Coleman keeps it in. Way down the ice. This should be icing again, and it will be. 5:18 left. In a very exciting third period. Winner of this game plays tomorrow at 5, and the loser plays in the consolation bracket at 1 o'clock tomorrow. McKinnon, big face-off win for McKinnon for Berger, and now steered into the corner by Pladsen. Played around. Berger steps up. McKinnon tried to center it for Cooper, but broken up by Smith for the Eagles, kept in by Marsh. Now McKinnon in the corner. To the point, looking for Pladsen, that won't go. Good work here by the Wildcats, though, to keep possession, and played back in by Cooper. Wildcats touch up now. 4:45 left in the third period. Played around by Smith. And this is Schmitz now. Off her stick, and it comes out of the zone. Berger steps up, and now McKinnon at the red line for Cooper, who gets it into the Lourdes zone. Pinching is stiff as the Eagles look to break it out. Outlet pass, good read there by Berger across the line. Berger's shot, pad saved by Hansen. At the point, kept in by Pladsen, who plays it off the boards. Nice pass there for Stiff. McGowan with it now, looking for Stiff. Loose in the slot. Reese's shot just wide. It comes to Lourdes, looking to break it out. They're down by a goal, down the ice. Will this be icing? And they wave it off. They wave the icing off with 3:45 to go. Coleman ahead for Stiff, and now McGowan. Collision in the blue line. Lourdes has it. But it comes to Stiff. Right in front of the Lourdes bench. Lourdes gets it back. Plays it into the Eagan zone. This is Drugi with it. Nice pass to Stiff. She gets it into the Lourdes zone. Pressure by McGowan. Kept in by Jenna Rees. Rees at the dot. She's taken down. There'll be a penalty here on Lourdes with 3:07 to go in the third period. Wildcats up by a goal on the power play. Lourdes looking to kill us, penalty off, and pull the goalie, try and tie this game. Timeout called. We'll take a quick break here. The minute timeout as the Lourdes Eagles call a timeout.
Minor penalty assessed at 13:53 of the third period to number 9, Sawyer Fleming.
Off the draw, Wildcat power play here. Up by a goal. Barger with it in the corner. Played around for Reeves. Pladsen now at the point. Return pass for Platson. And Rees again at the half wall. Wildcats in no hurry, up by a goal. Platson with it. Oh, off a skate though, and now it's going to be Cooper. Cooper to the point for Platson. Now is Rees. Rees with it. Bad angle shot, Hansen the save. Rees on the rebound, but covered by Hansen. 1:18 to go in the Wildcat power play, and 2:25 left in the third period. Rees on the draw for the Wildcats against Hansel. And Rees wins it cleanly to Platson. Wrist shot. Glove saved by Hansen, and she'll hold for a face-off. Okay, not in here. Slap shot by Platson. Oh, a blocker save by Hansen. Wildcats still within the power play. Rees for Platson. Return pass to Rees. Top of the circle. Now Barger with it. 54 seconds of power play. Shot there. Glove save. And the shot by Rees. This is Platson, who wisely plays it to the corner. Nice. For Barger. Now Cooper behind the net. On the half wall, Jenna Rees with it. Patiently waiting. Up by a goal. Cross ice for Barger. Her shot on a huge save there by Hansen. Remember that one. Platson for Rees. Rees tees it up just wide of the net. 20 seconds on the power play. Sawyer Fleming standing up in the penalty box, anxiously waiting to get out for the final minute 20. Now, oh, there's going to be a penalty on Eagan. Uh-oh. With 6 seconds left in the Fleming penalty, it's going to be Jenna Rees getting the gate. Strike that, rather, Julia Barger. What might have been a checking penalty? What do they call? Checking? Interference. Penalty on Barger. 1:13 left in the game. Will be 4-on-4 for 6 seconds. And then a power play for the remainder of the game for the Lourdes Eagles, unless they score. Here we go. Power play over for the 4-on-4 over, rather. Power play for the Lourdes Eagles, and Coleman gets it to the red line. And this is, look at Cronkite now, shorthanded. 1 minute to go in the third period. Power play for Rochester, but Cronkite has it. Blocked. Play to the line. Schreiber gets it right back in. The Wildcats touch up. 45 seconds left. Lourdes has to hurry. We'll keep an eye on Hansen, the goaltender. It's a 5-on-4 right now. Turned over, though. And Coleman gets it and ices it. Good work here by the penalty killers. Cronkite off. And McKinnon on. 30 seconds left. Coleman there. And now Rees, who gets it off the glass and down the ice. 20 seconds left. Empty net. 6-on-4 for the Eagles. One last chance. They played around. Lourdes with it. Breaking out. Into the zone. Shot. Steered into the corner by Seeger with 10 seconds. Centered won't go. Coleman behind the net. Coleman working. Coleman wisely. Look at Coleman hold the fort. 3 against 1. 1 second. That'll do it. The Wildcats win. 3-2. And Coleman gets up slowly, but she's okay. And the Wildcats will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock against the winner of the next game, Elk River and Coon Rapids. Final shots 29-21 in favor of Eagan, and 3-2 is the final score.
Reminding the teams to stay on the ice immediately following the game for the stars of the game presentation.
And we'll get the stars of the game presentation here. But nonetheless, Rochester plays tomorrow at 1 and Eagan tomorrow at 5.
the ice for the presentation of the stars of the game. The Composure Classic Tournament would like to present the stars of the game. This award is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Each winner will receive a gift certificate to Chick-fil-A of West St. Paul. Today's number 3 star of the game. From Eagan, number 31, Ruby Seeger.
Ruby Seeger, very nice game. 19 saves on 21 shots for the senior goaltender, Ruby Seeger.
From the Rochester Lourdes, number 7, Emma Schmitz.
Emma Schmidt with a goal.
And today's number 1 star of the game, from Eagan, number 4, Eddie. Congratulations to the Wildcats.
And we'll see you tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.